Hi, I'm Julia Laughlin from the Oklahoma County Extension Office, and I was going to talk to you today about that the temperatures are starting to drop as we enter early October, and we're starting to have those cool nights that we have in the fall, and it's going to be just about time for you to start bringing those houseplants that you left out all summer into the house for the winter. So I was going to give you a few tips about moving them in. One thing that's really important is to be sure and bring them in before we start having night temperatures much below 50 degrees. So look at the weather, and as we move into early and mid-October, when night temperatures begin to drop into the 40s, most tropical plants, not all of them, but most of the tropical plants that you overwinter indoors don't like much under 50 degrees. Now, some of them will take lower than that, but most of them, once it becomes 40 degree below 50 or in the 40s, it gets hard for them, and a lot of times you'll get damage on them. So start thinking about bringing these plants in once it gets that cold at night. But some of the things that you can do right now to get ready to move them in include checking them to see if they have any pests on them, look for any bugs, and spraying them with a hard stream of water to knock any of those insect pests off. The other thing that could have happened this summer was the plants could have gotten a little bit of pot bound. That is that they got too many roots in the pot and they need transplanted into another pot before you go into the winter inside. You could also wait and do this in the spring as long as you make sure the plant has plenty of water this winter. If you do transplant your tropical into a bigger pot, don't go into one much bigger. Just go into one that's about an inch bigger all the way around than the one that you have it growing in now. So not a much larger pot, just a little bit bigger pot. The other thing that you can do is you can move the plants from full sun into shade. Right now, even though they don't really have to come in for a couple of weeks once the temperatures drop down. So if you'll move them from the full sun spot to more of a shady spot, that would be ideal for them to get used to the lower light and do better inside. Then, once you get ready to move the plants in and find a location for them in the house, just be sure and give them the sunniest spot that you can find. Since they've been outside all summer, they really are, it's going to be hard for them to go to a low light situation anyway. So find the sunniest window in the house that you can find. Be sure and put a saucer underneath them so you catch water when you water them, and water them about once a week. That's just a rule of thumb. Don't let them sit in water. Once you water them, check and make sure that they're not sitting in water. If they are, pour that water back in and let it drain through again. And just give them as much sunshine as you can so they'll have a healthy, happy winter till you move them out next spring. Thank you.